So one of the best things you can do to start getting a feel for the piano is play scales, okay? And the basic scale that we start with is the C scale. I'm going to show you how this scale works, and I'm going to show you how you can play with hands together and what's the best way to go about doing this. So a scale is, if you've ever seen Sound of Music, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the piano is a C instrument. We all go to middle C, and we just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's all it is. And then you come back down. Now, the fastest I can go with one finger is this. That's as fast as I can go. So thank goodness I do have extra fingers. It's nice to know if I lose my fingers, I can still play the piano even with like a pencil or something. I could still play melodies and still try to enjoy some music, but it is nice that I have some extra fingers. And because of that, there's a simple pattern that we use. You go 3 fingers, under with the thumb, and then you go 4 fingers. That's all it is. 3 fingers, 4 fingers. That completes all 7 letters that we talked about in the first lesson. And then we complete it with our pinky to say we're done. Back on number 8. And remember, 8 is the same thing as number 1. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And whatever you do up, come backwards. Cross over with the middle finger, 3, 2, 1. So 3 fingers plus 4 fingers. Now, here's the gateway to infinite fingers, especially when it comes to a scale. Just continue to use that pattern of 3 and 4. So 3 fingers, 4 fingers, 3 fingers, 4, 3, 4, all the way up the piano. And then you can end with your pinky on number 5. So wherever you're ready to end, just activate that pinky. If I start down here and I go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think I'll end here. I'm gonna use my pinky. Then when you come back down, it's the same rule. Just start with your pinky, but now think about 4 fingers and 3 fingers. So you go 4 fingers, over with the middle, 3 fingers. Over with the 4th finger, that's your ring finger. That's 4 fingers. Over the middle, that's 3 fingers. Over the 4, over 3, 2, 1. That's all it is. It is imperative that as you play more and more, that remember hand positioning, especially for all you white notes, this is a white note question, keep your hand balanced. Your hand should be flat. You should be able to support a glass of water on your hand. If you were to staple it there, not staple it, tape it there, to be able to let your fingers push straight down. We play with the bone of our fingertips. So you want to play with those fingertips, which means you allow your hand to stay flat and you allow your fingers to go straight down. That was a white note question, okay? So getting back to the scales, once you have that, it's a great thing to go and you can even try it then with your left hand. Remember the rule though. The rule is if you use your pinky, then we use 4 fingers and 3 fingers. So if we were to start on C, we'll go pinky, then we go 4 fingers, cross over the middle, and 3 fingers. To go back down this way, 3 fingers, 4 fingers, and with our pinky. Okay? So you can go and work up your left hand, you can work up your right hand. I recommend, honestly, just putting on like a Mickey Mouse cartoon or something for 2.5 minutes and just watch a show while you slowly are doing this and letting your muscle memory kick in. Just over time, do it over and over. You will shave off years of piano lessons if you just go ahead and start to develop that muscle memory of fingers going 3, then 4. Just sit there and watch, talk, put on a movie, anything. Now, it's a great way to be able to let our hands play together by playing contrast, and then we'll be able to play parallel. Parallel is when your hands go together, like this. And that is the typical way that a piano player will do their scales. But some people find it a little hard to put that together, especially if you've not developed the muscle memory yet, which remember, the best way I suggest, watch some cartoons while you just do one hand by itself for a good 2 minutes, 3 minutes. However, if you want to try to speed it up, put both thumbs on middle C, and work your way out with the pattern. So 3 fingers, then 4 fingers. Again, put on a TV show and watch it as you sit there and just do this over and over. Now, it's kind of like driving a manual car for anybody who has, you know, once you get out of first gear, second, third, fourth, fifth gear, they're all much easier because the car's already moving. So once you get out of this first octave, it's really easy to keep it going, okay? So just remember the pattern of 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, and your pinky. So continue to do this so that we can extend and take up the whole piano. Okay? Once you feel that, and especially if your left hand's gotten used to feeling the 3 and the 4, then you put both bottom fingers on C and you work on parallel with hands together. Oh, messed that one up. And here's a couple little tips as you do this more and more. The middle fingers, when you go parallel, will always play together. Middle fingers always play together. See? Middle fingers are always playing together. So that's a good little check mark for you, okay? Another thing that you'll get used to doing is noticing that your right hand thumb is always playing on a C or an F. It's always playing number 1 and number 4 of the key. For those of you who are higher degree, you know that is your tonic and your subdominant. And in the left hand, the thumb is always hitting, and whenever you're not using your pinkies, the thumb is always hitting on number 1 and number 5. That's your tonic and your dominant. 5, 1, 5, 1. Eventually you get this little kind of, and for those of you who've done enough, you know, this little give and take kind of feel where you feel like, all right, I can feel where my hand goes over and my hand goes under. Now, once you get that feel of overs and unders, that's okay, but remember, keep your hands steady then. Like you got glasses of water on your hands. Okay? Do this over and over and over, and one of the biggest things is just like Hanon, when we do Hanon, you want to make sure that as you play parallel, that the notes are identical. Right hand and left hand at the same time, not this. No, identical, which means take it nice and even, and do it over and over. Okay? So just to review, right hand, left hand, contrast, parallel. I'm going to give one more bonus suggestion. For those of you who are blue notes and you can reach an octave, take the scale then and play it in octaves. Left hand. Hands together. And then alternate. Left then right. And alternate right then left. Another great little way to be able to get used to eating up much of the piano. And actually one more, let's do contrast octaves. And that's it.